last week I put out a video playing some of my band's music, and I figured, well, some people like that. Well, I didn't figure. I asked questions, and people told me they dug it. So, therefore, I'm doing this yet again. This song you've heard a billion times on my channel. In one form or another, you have heard it. It's almost like a staple on my channel, simply because of its mellow vibe and easygoing tune. It's called Broken Hearts Are to Blame. The one you've heard was one of the first demos of the song. Preferably my favorite version. I wish I finished that one versus what it turned into. But what it became is still decent. But I think it missed the sort of honesty and heart-to-heart, if you will, that the first one had. Shit, I can't remember. But anyway, Broken Hearts Are to Blame was a very interesting tune in the sense of, at the time, it was a conundrum of feelings, mixed emotions, and the sort of life you lead when you get older. Actually, most of my demographic is between 18 and 40-something, so you probably know what the fuck I'm talking about. But anyone younger probably hasn't experienced life that much. I find people today fall in love as easily as finding a nice restaurant. For me, falling in love was something more of a rarity, and I felt it was something to be cherished, quite possibly, or given more respect than it has in today's world. I could be wrong, all personal preferences and such. Originally, I started tooling it, the lyrics that is, for a number of reasons. It was kind of based on this model. I wish I could show you her picture, and I wish I could give her full name, but we'll call her Mila, which is real close to her real name. She's a very, very, very attractive alternative Gothic model. You possibly have seen her stuff if you pay attention to Gothic websites and tattoos, piercings, so on and so forth. Very cute Latin girl. I did have a short and brief period where we were hitting on each other and back and forth flirting and so on and so forth. And she was one of those girls where you had to be on your game. And if you made a mistake, it was like Dark Souls. You were punished and it was over, because she always had so many guys and women who were very attractive after her. And I knew how to play the game, but I get bored quickly in the sense of I don't like dicking around unless I see it going somewhere. And I didn't keep up the pressure, and I didn't keep everything witty and lighthearted and stuff like that. You never let those women think you care, because if you do, they lose interest. It's cat string theory. And if you understand what cat string theory is, then you know the game, and I don't have to explain it to you, nor will I bother giving it away for free. And it was also based on my first love, a very beautiful girl who was literally my first love, the first girl I ever fell in love with, the only girl I ever really fell in love with, and known half of my life. So, long story short, while I was tooling the song, I was talking to my ex again, because we were on and on again, off again sort of thing. And you could tell it's always a conundrum or an emotional mess when a woman comes in and out of your life repeatedly over the course of years. I love you, I miss you, I need you, oops, I met someone else I really like, how about you forget everything I said, sort of push-pull bullshit. And while we were talking about our experiences together and how we made so many mistakes, so on and so forth, she said something that seemed profound to me at the time. And it was this, she said, broken hearts are to blame. I guess that was like her cop-out for all the dumb shit that happened between us. Broken hearts are to blame. And I was like, yeah, there's a song that I can work with that. And she's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, you'll see one day. And I took it and I made it the chorus. I can't even remember what the original chorus was, but obviously this was better. It was more honest. It was an omission to things. She had sleep problems, so there'd be days where she didn't sleep. She'd have chapped lips. She was a drug addict. There's no getting around it, and a fucking drunk. For all the things she was addicted to, I was addicted to her, ironically enough. One of those weird things. The song was a mixture of her and that model chick, but more of my ex-love than anything else, because she was more profound in the history of my mind, or the annals of my mind, whatever beautiful phrase you want to use and put there, since I can't seem to be eloquent right now because I'm tired with a headache and a douchey cat on my hand. This video that I made for it, it's nothing special. I edited it on my old computer, so the audio gets out of sync and everything's kind of a mess. And I just kind of gave up on it. Since I can't find the original files to do it again correctly, and since I've learned a bit more about editing. Now, the riffs, on the other hand, were written by the guitarist, Doug. I gave him the stage name Doug Lust, or Drug Lust, Doug Lost. I had a multitude of stage names for him because I felt anything was better than just Doug. You know, nothing against the name. I just felt if you're going to be on stage, you needed something a bit more commanding, a bit more sticky in the face, something that rolls off the tongue. And it alluded to his real name, but gave it a bit more of a vibe. Bar none, without a shadow of a doubt, Doug is probably the most proficient and prolific guitar player I've ever met. I've seen Slash play, and I can tell you this. Doug could actually play rings around that dude, but nobody will ever know, and that's the sad thing about it. He's more machine than man, if you ask me. All right, I take it back. Buckethead's better than Doug, that's for sure. Or Paul Gilbert. But, you know, Doug is by no means a slouch. He will probably be one of those guys that people will meet and see one day and go, God, how the fuck is he not huge? He tooled the riffs, and the funny thing is we worked in the song, but two separate songs in a sense. They're two different things. As I was writing it about my ex, my first love, etc., and omission to loving someone who is a drug addict, it was also something I tried to gear towards Prince and his style of songwriting at the time. Whereas to Doug was just fucking around and listening to Psychotica, which probably influenced the very interesting sound that you hear from this riff. And if you know anything about Psychotica, you could definitely feel that this is a lot like, what the hell's that song? That's one of my favorite songs by Psychotica, too. Shit. The Little Prince. Now, there's another band that should have got further than it did. All in all, it's pretty much what happens when you have two separate ideas and just decide to put them together for the fuck of it. Came out well, I guess. Not well enough to be signed, huh?
Any requests for our next hit? No. Let's do I Don't Care. What? I Don't Care? Actually, what do we do?
They go to heaven. 5, 6, 7, they call me Reverend. 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. She's got an addiction as big as the Red Sea. As she sits by the stop sign, she say yeah. To the flame, and she'll never change. She's got such beautiful eyes. She's as brutal as a snake bite. 10, 11, 12, all bad girls, they go to hell. 21, 22, 23. She likes starfish and coffee. 98, 99, 100. She is a fucking rabbit. Little Miss Muppet sat on the top of it. As she sits by the stop sign, she say was on her face. She's too crazy to say, I'll do anything to say.